since that time. And I know very well the comradeship of the British and American people in war and our close cooperation in peace. And it's been my object, whether as a Deputy Prime Minister or a Prime Minister, always to do my utmost to promote that full understanding and cooperation between our peoples. Our governments are very well served by our ambassadors on both sides of the Atlantic. Our Secretary of State around the foreign affairs are in constant, close, friendly communication. Never will I think of never a time when our cooperation was closer and the frankest interchange of views. But the objectives of our two countries are the same. But it's inevitable that with our different geographical conditions, and in view of the particular responsibilities which we each carry, there should be some difference of emphasis. Let us say that when we have world affairs and our investigation, each one of us brings a different spotlight, so to speak, onto those affairs. Lights, shadows are emphasized from one direction, lights, shadows from the other direction. And between the two of us, we get a fairer and juster view of the whole than we can possibly have when we look at it merely from our own angle. Our talks are still in progress, but I can say already they're doing just this. They are enabling us to understand each other's point of view, and that is the first and most necessary step in the process of forming a common policy. For the ends we seek are not in dispute, they are not in doubt. My object today must be to try, within the limits of freedom which responsible office entails, to give you the truth as I see it, so that you who are in this room may know it and tell it to your readers, and those who are listening to me outside may hear it in their own homes. Let me turn to the position here it is today. Our two countries are two of the leading countries in the United Nations, and we're engaged in a great adventure, the adventure of Greece. We're all members of the United Nations. Now the United Nations is bearing, as we all recognize with gratitude, the major part of the burden of the settling of the rule of law. We stand by our duty, and we stand by our friends. The times are critical. Leaders that deny that the forces of the United Nations have suffered a serious setback. This is not the time for criticism. We must seek to find out how best to help those who are bearing this burden. Let me say here that the achievement of General MacArthur and his troops will go down in history as most notable. Shouldn't obscure have any intention of indulging in what is called appeasement aboard the Bellowing. I'm told that our people who believe that's just what I come here to do. That's not true. We all know from our own bitter experience that appeasement was